Have you ever had one of those mornings? You know the one. Your eyes open, but your body feels like it is still anchored to the mattress. You try to swing your legs over the side of the bed, and there it is, that deep, dragging heaviness, a weight. That has nothing to do with gravity. Maybe your hands feel a little fuzzy, a little numb, like they are still half asleep. You can feel your heart beating, but it is a faint tirade rhythm, not the strong, steady drum it used to be. You tell yourself, this is just normal, this is just age catching up. But in the quiet space between breaths, a more honest question surfaces, a whisper you try to ignore. Is this really it? Is this how it is going to feel from now on? I need you to listen to me very closely, because what I am about to share is critically important every 36 seconds in this country. A life is cut short by heart disease. At the same time, diabetes is silently weaving its way through the lives of over 30 million seniors, stealing their energy, their clarity, and their joy. These are not just cold, impersonal statistics. They are stories. They are our parents, our partners, our friends. They could be you or me. But here is the one powerful truth that seems to get lost in all the noise. Growing older does not have to mean growing weaker. Aging is a natural and beautiful process, but the chronic pain, the constant soul-crushing fatigue, and the fear that comes with it, those are not mandatory. They are not a life sentence. You can take back control of your health, and the journey begins in the most familiar place in your home, your kitchen. Because the food you place on your plate every single day can either be a slow poison that drains your life force, or it can be the most powerful medicine you have ever known, rebuilding you from the inside out. Cell by cell, today I am going to walk with you step by step through some of the most profound natural ways to protect your precious heart, to finally bring your blood sugar back into a healthy, stable balance, and to quite literally clean up your circulation, one delicious, satisfying bite at a time. And yes, that absolutely includes an incredibly simple onion recipe that many forward-thinking doctors are now calling a natural elixir for the cardiovascular system. But I am going to save that little secret for the very end. Before we get there, I want to show you the real foundation. We are going to explore 14 everyday foods that are, at this very moment, quietly healing hearts, reversing the damage of insulin resistance, and giving people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond more vibrant energy than they have felt in years. These aren't some exotic, expensive superfoods or miracle pills from a late-night infomercial. These are simple, honest foods you can find at your local market, foods you can cook in your own kitchen, and foods whose incredible effects you can begin to feel in your own body within days. So please, stay right here with me if you like to take notes. Now is the perfect time to grab a pen. And if this is your first time joining us, I invite you to become part of our community by tapping that subscribe button and turning on the bell. This is a space we have created just for people like you, people who are ready to stay healthy, strong, and fully, vibrantly alive after 60. Let's begin our journey with a food that is likely already in your crisper drawer. It is a leafy green that has become trendy for a very good reason. Kale is so much more than a base for a salad. It is one of the most powerful allies your heart and blood sugar could ever ask for. It is absolutely packed with a special kind of fiber called soluble fiber. I want you to imagine this fiber as a tiny, natural sponge moving gently through your digestive system. As it travels, it soaks up and grabs onto particles of bad LDL cholesterol, pulling them out of your body before they ever have a chance to harden and clog your precious arteries. This simple, elegant process means better blood flow, a significantly lower risk of heart attack, and less daily strain on your heart muscle. But what truly elevates kale to superstar status is its incredible concentration of antioxidants, especially compounds with names like flavonoids and sulforaphane. Think of these as your body's dedicated internal cleanup crew. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has shown that sulforaphane, in particular, works to calm chronic inflammation deep inside your blood vessels. This inflammation is like a slow, smoldering fire that is one of the earliest triggers for both diabetes and heart disease. And if you are already navigating the world of type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, the fiber in kale performs another kind of magic. It dramatically slows down how quickly sugar from your food enters your bloodstream. This means you can finally say goodbye to those jarring glucose spikes that leave you feeling exhausted and mentally foggy. And it gives your hard-working pancreas a much-needed rest. It even supports healthy blood clotting thanks to its rich supply of vitamin K, helping to prevent plaque from forming in your arteries over time. So if there is one green to truly get comfortable with, it is this one. Now, speaking of foods that are both incredibly rich and profoundly heart-friendly, let's transition from the power of greens to the magic of healthy fats with something wonderfully creamy that surprises a lot of people. Avocado isn't just a tasty spread for toast. It is a heart-healing powerhouse wrapped in a beautiful green skin. The secret lies in the type of fat. It contains a monounsaturated fat that your body absolutely loves and knows how to use for good. A landmark study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that eating just one avocado a day can significantly lower your bad LDL cholesterol while simultaneously raising the good protective HDL cholesterol. That is a direct, undeniable win for the health of your arteries. But here is something that might be even more valuable, especially for anyone watching their blood sugar. Avocados have been proven to improve your body is insulin sensitivity. In simple terms, this means your cells become more receptive to insulin. It is like it helps insulin knock on the celle's door and be welcomed inside, allowing it to efficiently escort sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells to be used for energy. When your insulin works this efficiently, your blood sugar levels stay beautifully steady, especially after you eat. For anyone managing diabetes or insulin resistance, this is an absolute game changer. Avocados are also bursting with potassium, containing even more than a banana. Potassium is absolutely essential for helping the walls of your blood vessels relax, which naturally lowers your blood pressure and reduces the constant daily strain on your heart. And despite their decadent creaminess, the brilliant combination of healthy fats and fiber in avocados helps you feel full and satisfied for hours, which is your best defense against those dangerous blood sugar crashes that often lead to reaching for unhealthy, sugary snacks. From that creamy goodness, let's turn to a small, sweet fruit that feels like a treat but acts more like medicine for your body. Strawberries might taste like Natura's dessert, but they are incredibly low in sugar and remarkably high in healing power, even with their natural sweetness. They possess a very low glycemic index, which means they won't send your blood sugar on that wild roller coaster ride. This is absolutely critical for anyone over 60, as our bodies can become more sensitive to those dramatic sugar fluctuations. But the true magic of a strawberry is hidden within its vibrant red color. That deep crimson hue comes from powerful antioxidants called. A major study in the Journal of Nutrition discovered that these specific antioxidants help to reduce insulin resistance and directly lower the levels of inflammation that are recirculating in your bloodstream. That is like having a 1-2 punch, defending you against both type 2 diabetes and the arterial damage that leads to serious heart problems. They are also, of course, a fantastic source of vitamin C. But this vitamin does more than just boost your immune system. It is vital for protecting the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, keeping them flexible, pliable, and strong. Healthy, supple blood vessels mean better blood flow, lower blood pressure, and a reduced risk of dangerous clots or stroke. It is truly amazing how something so small, sweet, and simple can be so profoundly protective for your entire system. Now, let's crack into something with a deeply satisfying crunch. A food that fuels your heart and actively fights inflammation with every single bite. Walnuts may be small, but please do not let their size fool you. They carry a unique nutritional arsenal that shields your heart with every handful. They are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which are renowned for their ability to cool down the kind of silent, low-grade inflammation that quietly damages your arteries day after day. Year after year, a major study published by the American Heart Association showed that regular walnut consumption leads to better cholesterol profiles and less stiffness in the blood vessels, two of the biggest risk factors for heart disease. But the benefits don't stop there. Walnuts are also packed with magnesium, a vital mineral that plays a key role in regulating the rhythm of your heart and the pressure in your blood vessels. And if you are managing diabetes, here is more. Magnesium also significantly improves your body's ability to use insulin effectively. On top of all that, they contain other powerful antioxidants, like selenium, which act like bodyguards for your blood vessels. defending them from the oxidative stress and cellular damage that accumulates with age and leads to weakened circulation, memory issues, and that pervasive feeling of fatigue. Just a small portion, about a handful a day, is enough to nourish your cardiovascular system, help balance your blood sugar, and provide your body with a source of lasting, stable energy from the crunch of a nut. Let's move to a comforting root vegetable that has been used for centuries, not just for its taste, but for its powerful healing effects on blood sugar and inflammation. Yams are so much more than just a holiday side dish. They are one of Natura's most intelligent solutions for blood sugar control. What sets them apart is their composition of complex carbohydrates, unlike white potatoes, white rice, or refined breads that cause your blood sugar to spike and then crash. The energy from yams is released slowly and gently into your system. This gives your body a steady, reliable stream of fuel and helps to keep your glucose levels from swinging wildly out of control. This is the antidote to that mid-afternoon energy slump. But there is something even more special hidden deep inside yams, a unique compound called diosgenin. According to scientific studies, diosgenin has potent anti-inflammatory effects that directly protect the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels from internal damage. For anyone over 60, that translates to better circulation, fewer issues with blood pressure, and a healthier, happier heart over the long term. Yams are also a wonderful source of that beneficial soluble fiber, which helps regulate digestion and promotes a feeling of fullness, supporting weight management while keeping your gut clean and active. And remember, a healthy gut is the foundation for everything, from a robust immune system to stable blood sugar regulation. Next, let's talk about a tiny ingredient with a bold, unmistakable punch that you almost certainly have in your kitchen right now. It has been used as a powerful medicine to fight disease for thousands of years. Garlic may look humble and simple, but inside each and every clove is a concentrated powerhouse of protection, especially for your heart and your blood sugar. Its most famous active compound, allicin, has a strong vasodilating effect that is a scientific way of saying it helps your blood vessels relax and widen, which dramatically improves. This simple action takes a tremendous amount of pressure off your heart and can help to naturally reduce high blood pressure. What is even more impressive is how garlic supports people who are living with or are at risk of developing diabetes. A controlled study published in a major medical journal showed that garlic supplementation significantly lowered fasting blood glucose and improved insulin sensitivity in patients with type 2 diabetes. It works by helping your cells respond better to insulin so that sugar can move out of your blood and into your tissues where it belongs. Garlic also acts as a natural antibiotic, helping to fight off the low-grade chronic infections that silently stress your immune system and worsen inflammation throughout your entire body, including in your arteries. Just 1 clove a day, crushed and allowed to rest for a few minutes before you cook with it to activate the allicin, can deliver these incredible benefits. It is a tiny habit with a truly huge return. Speaking of powerful foods you likely have on hand, let's move to a fruit you probably eat often, but might not realize just how healing it truly is, especially when you keep the peel on an apple a day. Yes, that old saying holds more scientific truth than most people ever realize, particularly when you eat it with its skin. The skin is where so much of the real magic is hiding. It is loaded with a flavonoid called quercetin, which acts like an anti-inflammatory shield for your blood vessels. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that quercetin can significantly reduce blood pressure in adults with hypertension. Then, inside the apple's flesh, you find pectin, a unique type of soluble fiber that forms a gel-like substance in your gut. This gel slows down the absorption of both sugar and fat, which is key for keeping your blood sugar stable and your cholesterol levels in check. For anyone managing diabetes, this kind of slow-release energy is absolutely vital. It helps you feel steady, reduces those awful sugar crashes, and helps preserve your body as long-term insulin function. The vitamin C inside also helps strengthen your immune system and supports collagen production, keeping your blood vessels elastic and resilient. Just remember, the colorful skin holds so many of these benefits, so please skip the peeler whenever you can now. Let's move from a fruit to a green vegetable that is renowned for its ability to detoxify the body and essentially scrub your arteries clean from the inside out. Broccoli isn't just a side dish. It is a full-body cleanser disguised as a vegetable. One of its most powerful compounds is that sulforaphane we talked about earlier. Studies from world-renowned universities like Johns Hopkins have shown it activates enzymes in your body that detoxify your bloodstream and reduce inflammation right inside your artery walls. This is a direct defense against plaque buildup that leads to heart disease and can worsen diabetes. But broccoli's benefits don't stop there. It is rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, which works to keep your blood sugar stable after a meal and promotes excellent digestive health. It also brings a rare and powerful combination of vitamins, C and K. Vitamin C boosts your immunity, while vitamin K is crucial for bone health and, importantly, helps prevent calcium from depositing in your arteries where it doesn't belong. Lightly steam it, stir-fry it, or even mix it into scrambled eggs. Just try not to overcook it. A little bit of lightly prepared broccoli goes a very long way from something green and crunchy. Let's turn our attention to something juicy and bright. Known for its incredible vitamin punch and its powerful effects on your arteries, a bright, juicy orange, full of life, is so much more than a simple snack. When you eat the whole fruit, including the pulp, it becomes a functional food for your heart and your blood sugar. That white pulp is packed with soluble fiber, which slows down how fast your body absorbs sugar and fat from your meal. This means fewer blood sugar spikes and more stable, reliable energy. Oranges are legendary for their vitamin C content, which has been shown to help reduce arterial stiffness and improve the function of endothelium, the delicate lining inside all of your blood vessels. When this lining is healthy, your blood flow improves and your blood pressure naturally comes down. But there is more. Oranges contain a compound called hesperidin, which helps your blood vessels expand and contract properly. It is like giving your entire circulatory system a daily tune-up. Just remember, eating the whole orange is always best. Orange juice can spike your blood sugar very quickly. So when you need that citrus boost, always reach for the whole fruit. Now, let's move from citrus to a humble grain that has been quietly cleaning arteries and lowering blood sugar for generations. Oats are one half to hose, simple, honest foods that perform small miracles in the background. What makes them so incredibly effective is a special kind of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. Once you eat it, this beta-glucan forms a thick gel-like substance in your gut that acts like a barrier, slowing down the absorption of both glucose and cholesterol. A clinical study found that eating oats daily significantly reduced bad LDL cholesterol and dramatically improved the insulin response in adults with type 2 diabetes. That means fewer sugar spikes, more sustained energy, and far less your heart and pancreas. Oats also help you feel full and satisfied for a long time, which is a powerful tool for preventing overeating and supporting weight management. Just be sure to choose whole rolled oats or steel-cut oats, not the instant varieties that are often loaded with hidden sugars from the comforting softness of grains. Let's move on to a small snack that delivers a satisfying crunch and is rich in healthy fats and fiber that help balance sugar levels naturally. Almonds might be tiny, but they are one of the most complete heart and blood sugar protectors you can possibly eat. They are packed with those healthy monounsaturated fats that help lower your bad cholesterol while raising the good protectivicant. But it is not just about the fats. Almonds are an excellent source of magnesium, a mineral that is involved in over 300 different metabolic reactions in your body. One of its most critical jobs is supporting your body's sensitivity to insulin. They also offer a perfect combination of fiber and protein, which means they keep you feeling full, reduce the urge for unhealthy snacking, and help you avoid those awful blood sugar crashes. A small handful a day, preferably unsalted and unroasted, is all it takes to feed your heart and help your blood sugar stay on and even keel. Next, let's talk about a fruit that is known for its deep, rich purple color and is full of compounds that protect not only your heart but also your memory. Purple grapes aren't just a sweet snack. They are smart medicine for your blood vessels and your brain. The real magic is in a compound called resveratrol, which is heavily concentrated in the dark skin of the grapes. Extensive research has found that resveratrol helps reduce oxidative stress in your arteries, preventing the kind of damage that leads to plaque buildup. These beautiful grapes also contain those powerful anthocyanins that reduce inflammation and keep your blood flowing smoothly. But grapes don't just help your heart, they give your brain a serious boost too. too, by improving blood flow to the brain. They help sharpen your memory and your thinking. The key, as with apples, is to eat them whole with the skin on. From fruit to a fiber-rich comfort food, let's move now to something earthy, affordable, and surprisingly powerful for your blood sugar. Black beans are so much more than just a filling side dish. They are a metabolic powerhouse. What makes them so incredibly effective is their extremely high content of soluble fiber, which, once in your digestive tract, dramatically slows the absorption of sugar. Studies have confirmed that including black beans in a meal can significantly reduce the post-meal blood sugar spike. But there is more. They are packed with high-quality, plant-based protein, which not only supports muscle maintenance as we age, but also helps to stabilize your appetite and keep your energy levels steady throughout the day. And unlike many other starchy foods, black beans have a very low glycemic index, meaning they provide a slow, steady energy that keeps your blood sugar on a smooth, predictable track. Let's now brighten things up with something citrusy and cleansing, an ingredient that supports digestion, tames inflammation, and helps to stabilize your entire inner chemistry. A lemon might be sour to the taste, but it is sweet news for your arteries and your blood sugar. The shumble little citrus fruit is incredibly alkalizing once it is metabolized in your body, helping to reduce the kind of silent systemic inflammation that quietly damages your blood vessels over time. Lemon is also one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C, which improves blood vessel function and reduces arterial stiffness. It also helps your body absorb iron, which is critical for moving oxygen efficiently through your bloodstream. In terms of blood sugar, the pectin fiber in its pulp slows down how fast sugar enters your bloodstream, and the citric acid can actually help lower the glycemic index of the entire meal. A simple glass of warm lemon water in the morning or a generous splash of fresh juice over your meals is a tiny habit with a massive payoff. And now, for the moment you have been so patiently waiting for, we have built the foundation, piece by piece. Now it is time to put these powerful principles together into a simple, warming, and surprisingly effective home remedy. This is the part I have been so excited to share with you, because it is not just a recipe, it is a natural remedy that has genuinely surprised doctors, nutritionists, and so many people who have tried it and felt a tangible difference in their energy and well-being in just a few short days. Here is all you will need. 1 red onion, thinly sliced. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. A small pinch of black pepper. And if you like, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. You will start by gently heating the olive oil in a skillet over medium-low heat. Once it is warm, add your sliced red onion and saute it for about 3 to 4 minutes, just until it begins to soften and become slightly sweet and caramelized. Then you will add the turmeric, the pinch of black pepper, and the apple cider vinegar. If you are using it, stir everything together gently and let it cook for another 1 to 2 minutes. That is it. Now, let's quickly talk about why this simple dish is so incredibly powerful. The red onion is rich in that amazing antioxidant quercetin, which we know reduces inflammation in the arteries and improves insulin sensitivity. The turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory agents ever studied, which helps to lower blood sugar and supports the entire cardiovascular system. The extra virgin olive oil is full of its own antioxidants and healthy fats that protect the heart and improve circulation. The black pepper is crucial because it contains piperine, which boosts your body's absorption of the curcumin in turmeric by up to 2,000%, essentially unlocking its full power. And the apple cider vinegar helps to stabilize blood sugar after meals and improves digestion. The true beauty of this recipe isn't just in its individual ingredients, but in the synergy of how they all work together as a team. You can enjoy this as a warm side dish. Spoon it over roasted vegetables, brown rice, or even on a piece of whole grain toast. Try to have it at least 3 times a week. Many people report feeling a noticeable difference, lighter legs, better energy, clearer thinking after just a few servings. Because when you lower inflammation, your blood can finally flow freely again, your sugar becomes easier to manage, and your heart finally gets the rest it so deeply deserves. Sometimes, the answers we have been so desperately searching for aren't locked away in a hospital or hidden inside a prescription bottle. Sometimes they are already sitting right in our kitchens. just waiting patiently for us to notice them. You have just learned about a whole kitchen full of foods that can help you reclaim your energy, shield your heart, and bring your blood sugar back into a healthy balance, all without ever sacrificing flavor or the joy of eating. And you now have a simple, powerful onion recipe that you can start using today. This journey isn't about being perfect. It is about taking small, consistent, loving steps toward feeling better, living longer, and waking up each and every morning with the strength and vitality to enjoy your life to the absolute fullest. Because your age does not define your future. Your daily habits do. So please, give your body the care it has been asking for. Start with one meal, one simple change, one healing dish. And if this video gave you a new idea, a little bit of hope, or simply reminded you that you are not alone on this journey, please leave a comment below and tell me. I would love to hear which part of this spoke to you the most. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so we can continue to bring you more simple, science-backed ways to live stronger, longer, and happier, one day at a time. You deserve a life that feels good again, and it can start right now, right in your own kitchen.